Okay, welcome to the second episode of Season 2 Makor College Experience Podcast.
Woo!
We are here in the Makor College Experience classroom. We are in the middle of Shir, learning about Hilchos Shabbos, and we are now going to jump into the Parsha a little bit, and we're going to have a little bit of fun. So, today's Erev Shabbos, Parshas Savo.
Erev Shlichos.
That's right, Erev Slichos. Slichos is coming up this Motzei Shabbos. And we're all very excited to start doing Shuvah if we haven't started yet. That's right. And it's a big week. And we are going to call up a couple of guest speakers. We have a beautiful lineup of guest speakers coming up this afternoon for us. So we're all very excited. So calling up, we're going to jump right into it. Calling up our first guest, Mr. Yochanan Gittleson. Please come up. Good morning, Yochanan.
Morning.
Fans all over the world listening to the podcast. Give them a nice good morning. How are you?
Good morning. I'm doing good.
Okay, good. We are this is the third week
Yes.
of Elozman. How's it going for you?
It's going good.
It's going good? Okay, good.
Yeah.
Good. What was a highlight for this week for you?
The highlight of the week is my best friend's sister got engaged.
Ah, Mazel Tov. Very nice. Best friend sister. Okay. That's very nice. Always love to share in Simchas. Baruch Hashem. Did you go to the engagement party?
No, the party is in Israel.
Ah, did they get engaged in Israel?
Yeah.
Very nice. Okay.
His name is David Roth.
David Roth. Well, Mazel Tov to David Roth on your engagement.
No, his sister.
Mazel Tov David Roth on your sister's engagement.
His sister.
On his sister's engagement. Yes. Mazel Tov David Roth on your sister's engagement. Baruch Hashem.
I don't know.
Okay. Very nice. What is your big Slichos plans for this year?
The big secret is I am going with Shua to my brother in Captain for Shabbos. And Moshe Shabbos, they're having Moshe Oslander for the Moshe Oslander for the Kansas.
You go to Moshe Oslander?
Yeah.
Very nice. Shua, come up here. Come up here, Shua. Okay, so Shua, so you're going to Yochi for Shabbos? Yochi's brother for Shabbos, and you guys going to Moshe Oslander.
Yes.
That's very exciting. And Shua, you know Moshe Oslander personally.
Yes, I do. My father teached with him in a shout and how to get Montiya Kodesh.
Ah, very nice. Very nice. It's exciting.
Because the holiest year in the world is, Rabbi say, you.
That's right. Okay. Yochi and Shua. How long have you guys known each other?
9 years.
9 years.
9 years. From Kev Chaverim?
Yes.
Yep.
Very nice.
And then where you after Chaverim?
Shua Dakini.
Ah, Yeshiva Starkenu.
And now back to Chaverim and now NYU together.
Very nice. Very nice. So you guys have come a long way.
Yes.
Okay. You guys have seen each other grow,
Yep.
which is always very exciting.
Especially with waking Yochi in the morning, which is a lot of fun.
Okay, very good. It's always good to have a good vecker.
Yes.
Right? We call that in yeshiva. We call that a vecker.
Yo,
Someone
yo.
who knocks on the door and says, "Good morning, Rabbi Sai. It's time for davening."
Yo.
Right? It's always good to have a good friend who can wake you up in the morning. I know that when I was in yeshiva, I had a good friend also who woke me up in the morning. Every morning he would knock on my door. My friend Yitzi. He would go, Reb Tzvi, it's time for davening. And Baruch Hashem. Okay. What is one thing that you guys are learning in the Makor College Experience this year that you are taking home to Yochi's brother's house? You're taking that lesson home and you're excited to share it with other people.
Kesubis.
What about Kesubas?
How it comes 12 months and you didn't get married, you still give the food.
Responsibility.
Achrayus.
Achrayus and commitment, says Shua. Achrayus and commitment. It's important. It's important to have achrayus. Shua is referring to the Gemara and Kesubas that we learned this week. That if the man preps for the wedding and he says we're going to get married in 12 months, and then 12 months later, Wednesday comes around, because we know Basula Nisne is on Yom Revi, so Wednesday comes around, right? And the wedding doesn't happen because he was too lazy and he didn't prep it on time. He's still what, Shua?
Chayiv to give for Eichel.
What do we learn from that, Yochi?
We learn from the husband to give the food to the wife.
He has to take achrayus. He has to take achrayus. He has to be responsible, right? Because when you make a commitment,
You have to pay up.
you got to stick to that commitment. Okay. Yochi, Shua, thank you for joining us today on the podcast. And have yourself a good Shabbos. And what would you like to tell your guests?
L'chaim Yidin.
L'chaim Yidin. Okay. Up next on this week's Makor College Experience Podcast, episode number 2, I would like to call up a very, very holy Yid, Mr. Abe.
I can't speak up. I'm losing my voice.
Okay.
I'm
No
sorry.
problem. No problem.
Yerushalayim,
We'll get you next week on the podcast.
I don't want to be on the podcast.
Okay, no problem. Okay. So, to take his place, Mr. Nitti Heineman.
How are you over there?
How are you, Nitti?
Baruch Hashem, good. I can't complain.
Okay, good. I love that.
Internet.
I love that. How was your week, Nitti?
Baruch Hashem, good. We started the week ending the retreat, the Makor retreat, which was very nice.
That was last Shabbos.
Yeah, but we ended the week. We started
Ended
the
on
week off
Sunday.
ending the
Oh, very nice. And how was the retreat? What was the best part of the retreat?
the Mendy J concert, I think.
The Mendy J concert.
Mendy.
Mendy Jacobson.
That's right.
concert.
That's right. A large majority of our Talmidim were on a very fun retreat last week. A long one.
Yeah,
Not just Shabbos.
from Wednesday till Sunday.
Wednesday to Sunday.
afternoon.
That's a significant amount of time. That's like that's over half a week. That's getting close to almost being a full week.
Yeah.
Okay, very nice. So the best part was the Mendy J concert. How was the food?
The food was good.
Food was good?
Yeah, camp food, like camp food.
Camp food's great.
Yeah.
I don't know. Camp food gets a bad rep. Food is good? Josh
Food is good.
Josh also thinks the food is good.
Yeah, it was good.
Mostly I get pickles.
Most of you ate pickles?
Green olives.
Pickles are good. Pickles are good for your gut.
Green olives.
Green olives
Clap
also
on
good
the
for your gut.
pickle, said Reb Joey.
That's right. Mr. Nitti, where are you spending Shabbos this week?
Home in Muncie, New York.
I'm going home. Okay, I love
First
that.
time being home in 8 weeks. Because I've been other places with my family before.
So you're with your family,
But
but it's your first time going home. Are you excited?
yeah, first time being home.
Excited to sleep in your own bed?
No, other places I have my own bed too also, but just this place I've been,
No, but now you're going home to sleep in your own bed,
Yeah.
at home in your own room.
yeah.
Love that for you. I love that for you. Okay, very nice. You excited to go back to your own shul?
Yeah.
Where do you daven?
I was Shabbosing.
Very nice. Very nice. Nitti, what is one thing that you're going to be taking home, a lesson that you learned in the Makor College experience, something that you want our listeners to hear about, and something that you're excited to tell your parents about?
Is it you have to walk past look at the door? You have to do labor.
So what we just learned during our Hilchos Shabbos shir, that you're not supposed to work on Erev Shabbos in the afternoon. Because when it gets too close to Shabbos, what are you going to do?
Do work.
You're going to do work, and what's going to happen?
You forget that Shabbos coming.
You're going to forget that Shabbos is coming. You're going to be so into your work.
You're not going to see, what's the word?
Brachas.
Brachas.
You're not going to see brachas from the work.
From the work.
That's right. That's right. The Alter Rebbe says in Shulchan Aruch Harav that you're not going to see brachas from that coming from that work. It's not going to actually help you, and that you shouldn't work. That's right. Okay. Did they punish people for working Erev Shabbos? Right. So we said they didn't punish people, but they made sure to go over to them and and force them to stop working. Is there any work that you're allowed to do in Erev
You
Shabbos?
have to do like a restaurant or like a store.
So we said that commercial work,
Yeah.
like working in a store, right? Because if you stop working and people at the store stop working, right? When are you going to buy food? If you're busy working in the morning, right? You got to go to the butcher. You got to go to the fish store. You got to go to the bakery. So the stores are open. That's right. And there's also some other work you're allowed to do. You're allowed to do work that is pertaining to Shabbos, right? It's important for Shabbos. And you're also allowed to do light work, right?
Office work.
I'm sorry?
Office work.
Well, light office work.
Yeah.
Very light office work. If you have to write a quick email, okay. Very nice. And what is your slichos plans this Shabbos?
In my shul.
You gonna be in your shul?
Yeah.
Any big singers, or it's a
No.
nice, beautiful, simple slichos? Not simple.
Beautiful.
A beautiful, uplifting slichos
beautiful,
in its
uplifting.
own right.
Yeah.
I love that. Very nice.
And just maybe you want to
Healing.
take
Okay.
you a little bit and have a good time.
Very nice. Okay. Thank you, Nitti. Have a good Shabbos. Okay. And calling up for our final guest, our final two guests of the week, Mr. Josh Berg and Mr. Baruch Vigdor. How are you guys doing?
Good.
Good. But Mr. Baruch, how are you?
Good.
Okay, very nice. Do you guys have big slichos plans for Motzei Shabbos? You're gonna go to shul? A nice.
I was so called the Kabbalah Center.
Yeah. Okay.
We might do some meals there. We might do prayers.
Oh, very nice. Okay.
And then on Sunday, I'm going to bowling. Yachad.
You going bowling?
Yachad.
That's exciting. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Yachad's going on a bowling trip?
Yeah.
I love that. That's so exciting. I happen to really like bowling,
It's
actually.
every Sunday.
It's a nice, relaxing sport where you get to hang out.
Good vibes.
You go bowling, good vibes, and then you sit and hang out, and then it's your turn again, and you go,
Yeah.
I love
And
that.
then after you bowl, we get pizza, Coke, and fries.
Okay.
And Israeli salad.
Very nice. You are home for Shabbos?
I'm home with my mom and dad and my two sisters.
I love that. I love that, Josh. Good for you. And what about you, Baruch? You're going to go to your brother?
Yes, I am.
That's exciting. Okay, very nice.
An alumni.
Baruch, where are you from?
From
Where are you from?
Toronto.
From Toronto. Okay, so you don't go home every Shabbos. Okay, you're going to go home for Rosh Hashanah. When's the last time you've gone home?
Since I came here.
So a few weeks. It's been a few weeks since you've been home. Okay, so are you excited to go home for Rosh Hashanah? I can imagine. Okay, very nice. Mr. Josh and Mr. Baruch, what is one thing you want to tell our listeners that you are taking home with you for Shabbos? Something that you learned this week that you are taking home with you for Shabbos to your families, and something that you want our listeners to know about also? What is one thing that we learned this week, Josh, that you are taking home with you?
I want to take home. Just be happy. Just be grateful that I have my family and have a great time.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
That's beautiful. You should be happy. You should make sure to focus on the good. Josh is referring to what we learned in the Tanya this week about focusing on the positive. Focusing on the positive aspects, right? This week we learned about the animal soul, remember? We learned about the animal soul, and we learned that the animal soul has some positive aspects and negative aspects. And we learned that sometimes you could think about the negative things, but you don't want to focus on them, right? You don't want to forget negative things in your life. The negative things are what makes us stronger. They build us up. The positive and the negative both build us up. You don't want to focus on the negative. Right, Josh? We just want to be happy. Focus on being happy. I love that. Thank you, Josh. It's a beautiful lesson to learn. Baruch, what is one thing that you would love our listeners to hear that you also are taking home with your family?
To listen to your good urges.
To listen to your good urges. Right? You have the Yitzhar and you have the Yitzhar Tov. I love that. Right? We have the animal soul and the divine soul, right? And We all have the Yetzer Hara and the Yetzer Tov. You should listen to the Yetzer Tov. Make sure, especially during the month of Elul, is a serious time. Right? We didn't say that Elul was a sad time. We didn't say that Rosh Hashanah was a sad time. Or Yom Kippur is a sad time. Chas v'shalom. It's a serious time. It's a serious time. It's a happy time. It's a serious time. We're going to reconnect with Hashem and coronate Him as our God.
Amen.
And we're going to make sure to do better and listen to our Yetzer Tov. Thank you, Baruch. Have a good Shabbos, Josh, and have a good Shabbos, Baruch. In this week's Parsha, we learn about the Bikurim. Moshe Rabbeinu says to Klal Yisrael, when you get into Israel, you're going to cultivate the land, you're going to plant your crops, you're going to plant trees, and you're going to plant orchards, and you're going to plant you're going to plant vegetables and fruit, and you're going to plant all the stuff. And then the first thing that comes out of the ground after all your work, after going on the field at 5 o'clock in the morning, staying in the field until late at night, working hard, farming is hard work. You're working hard to cultivate the land. When the first food comes up, you take that and you bring it to the Beis HaMikdash. That's not for you. You bring that to the Beis HaMikdash. And the pasuk in our parsha that talks about the psukim in our parsha that talks about the Bikurim, the language that it uses says that we celebrate the farmers for bringing the Bikurim. Right? We say that we bring the food on our shoulders. And we bring it to the Beis HaMikdash, celebrating, singing and dancing the farmers and their food to the Beis HaMikdash. And then later in the parsha, we learn about the halachas of Meiser. Right? Mr. Gittleson, Yochi is a Kohen. So Yochi is well versed in the laws of Meiser and Truma, because it's gonna pertain to him very soon. B'ezrat Hashem, when Mashiach comes, Bekarov. So Yochi is well versed in the halachas, and he knows that after you collect all your food, you collect all your crops, some of your food has to go to the Kohanim, some have to go to the Leviim. There's a lot of laws that surround Truma, Meiser Sheni, Meiser Ani, and all the things that we have to do once we collect our food. But when the Psukim talk about the food for Meiser, it doesn't say that we bring the food on our shoulders. It doesn't say that we celebrate the farmers. It doesn't say that we sing and we dance. Just bring the food over. So the question is, why are we celebrating the farmers for bringing Bikurim, bringing the first food to the Beis HaMikdash, but we don't celebrate the farmers for bringing Meiser Sheni, Meiser Ani, Meiser Rishon? It's a big loss for them. You know, they have to bring Meiser, and they have to bring Truma, and they have to bring all these other things. Right? Sometimes when you buy food, you even gotta separate the Mai. You weren't sure if the person before you did it. There's also Shecha and Peya. It's all these things. It's all these things that farmers have to give away. So why don't we celebrate them then? Why do we only celebrate them with Bikurim? And a very nice answer that I heard was that for Meiser and Truma, that's when you finish putting the food away. Your storehouses, your closets, your pantry, and your kitchen is nice and full. Right? You have a lot of food at home already. And then you take some of the leftover food and you separate it and you give it to the Kohanim and the Leviim, because that's the halacha. You're supposed to give them the food. We don't celebrate the farmers for doing that because they already filled their storehouses. They already filled their silos and their warehouses with food. But the Bikurim, we celebrate the farmers. We put the food on our shoulders because that's the first food that came out of the ground. They were so excited, right? Can you imagine working in the field all day and you're sweating, and your legs hurt, and your arms hurt, and you're sore, and everything is so hard, and it's sunny, and you got a sunburn because because you forgot to put on sunscreen, and it's hard work being a farmer. It's hard work being a farmer. Then the first food starts to come out of the ground, and what do? You get so excited. You're like, geschmack! Finally, my work is paying off. Some food, and then we tell you, oh no, that food that just came out of the ground, that's not for you. That has to go to the Beis Mikdash. And you go, oh, okay, I'm excited to do a mitzvah. And you put it on your shoulders, and you start walking to the Beis Mikdash. And what do? We dance and we sing. We say, how amazing is it that these farmers who work so hard bring the food to Hashem, and they bring it to the Beis Mikdash. In the month of Elul, sometimes we think to ourselves, I worked really hard this year. I really did. Was I perfect? No. Did I sometimes give in to my Yetzer Hara? Yep. Yes. Right? Baruch mentioned we always have to give in to our Yetzer Tov. But sometimes we don't. Sometimes we give in to our Yetzer Hara. But was I a terrible person this year? I don't think I was a terrible person. Why do I have to spend the next month in slichos, doing tshuva? Do I have to really be so hard on myself?
There's always room for growth.
There's always room for growth, says Shua. That's right. But also, we're happy to do it. And we sing and we dance on Rosh Hashanah and Yom Kippur and the Sephardim make sure to dance during Slichos, right, Abe? We dance during Slichos for the Sephardim. And we sing and we dance all el along because we have a schus to do tshuva. We have a big schus to do tshuva. Even though it's hard, even though tshuva is hard sometimes, and we think to ourselves, I really am a good person. I really am doing well. But there's always room for growth, like Shua says. There's always room for growth, and we have to push ourselves to be even better. So what do? We sing and we dance. Because when things are really, really hard for us, we make sure to celebrate ourselves. We make sure that we celebrate the fact that we push ourselves. So gentlemen, make sure that we're going to celebrate ourselves this coming Shabbos, because we worked hard this week, and we're going to work hard next week, and we're going to work hard all along to do tshuva, to come back to Hashem, and we're going to listen to a song by Mendy Warsh to bring us into Shabbos.
A dear friend of mine.
What time does your ride sorry.
Shabbos, thank you, Shabbos, thank you, Lord, Shabbos, Heilige Shabbos, thank you, Shabbos, sing to the world, good Shabbos, la la la, la 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 la. Good Shabbos. Shabbos. Together on my side. All right, good Shabbos, Rabbi Sai. Thank you for listening, and enjoy the next week. And we will see you next time on the Makor College Experience podcast. Have a good Shabbos, and make sure to like and subscribe.